Hi students, from today you are writing the midterm examination. On this tomorrow's max exam point of view, we are going to revise the max important questions. In this, the question paper pattern is 5 choose 2 marks 3 and 3 marks 3 and 5 marks 3. In this, I give the 6 2 marks important questions to you, like that 6 3 marks and 5 marks also. So you just revise all these questions thoroughly and practice very well and do the exam honestly and submit the papers. Okay students, just you practice all these sums and do it. Don't do this as assignment, but I send this as assignment to you just for practice only, not to write in the assignment note. Then I revised some questions which we already revised in the revision 1. So just go through it again and practice very well. Now listen the instructions for exam carefully and follow it. Write the exams in your white paper, draw the margin and write your name, class, section, standard, all this clearly. Then write the question numbers correctly with Roman number. Presentation is very important. So present the answers clearly and legibly. All the best for your exams. The topic is application of matrices and determinants. In this, first I give the introduction. In this exercise, first exercise, we have to know the inverse of a square matrix. For that, the first step, you have to find the determinant of A. If the determinant of A is not equal to 0, then only the A inverse, that is inverse of A, exists. Then the second step is find the adjoint of A. Third one, you have to use the formula A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. Then the properties of inverse of matrices. If A is non-singular, then A inverse, determinant of A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A. Second one, A transpose whole inverse is equal to A inverse whole transpose. Third one is lambda time A inverse is equal to 1 by lambda into A inverse. Next comes the reversal law for inverse. AB whole inverse is equal to B inverse into A inverse. We already taught all these things, so I am going very fast. Please follow this. Law of double inverse is A inverse whole inverse is equal to A. Then if A is non-singular, then we have some more properties. A adjoint of A inverse is equal to adjoint of A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A into A. Determinant of adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A whole power n minus 1. Adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A power n minus 2 into A. Adjoint of lambda times A is equal to lambda power n minus 1 into adjoint of A. And fifth one, determinant of adjoint of A is equal to determinant of n minus 1 whole power 2. And sixth one, adjoint of A transpose is equal to adjoint of A transpose. So you have to know all these properties to do sums, calculations. Next we have two important notes. One is A inverse is equal to plus or minus 1 by root of determinant of adjoint of A into adjoint of A. If adjoint of A is given, we have to use this formula. Then A is equal to plus or minus 1 by root of determinant of adjoint of A into adjoint of A. So that is the formula to find the A. The above formula is to find the A inverse. Next you will see one sum to find the adjoint of 2 by 2 matrix. Here the matrix A is minus 3, 4, 6 and 2. For that you have to find the cofactor. The cofactor of minus 3 is plus 2, and the cofactor of 4 is minus 6, and the cofactor of 6 is minus 4, and the cofactor of 2 is minus 3. So using this cofactor you can find the adjoint. To find the adjoint you have to transpose the cofactor. So the first number should be positive, that means the position of the first one is positive, second one is negative, third one is again negative, and the fourth one is again positive. So only you will get that answer like that. So adjoint of A is equal to Aij whole transpose. Here Aij means cofactor of A. So 2 minus 6 minus 4 minus 3 is the cofactor. If you transpose this you will get 2 minus 4 minus 6 minus 3. So that is a adjoint of A. Next we will see the adjoint for 3 by 3 matrix. Here the matrix A is 2 3 1 3 4 1 3 7 2. Here also we have to find the cofactor, but here straight away you can find the minor. So for the first minor 4 1 7 2, then second position it is negative, so negative of 3 1 3 2, then third one is positive, again 3 4 3 7, you have to take that. Then the second row first column negative of determinant of 3 1 7 2, then the center element is 2 1 3 2, then the second row third element is negative of 2 3 3 7, then the third row first column determinant of 3 1 4 1, again negative of 2 1 3 1, then the last one is 2 3 3 4. If we simplify this you will get 8 minus 7, then 4 2s are 8, 8 into 8 minus 7 into 1 gives 7, then negative of 6 minus 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 into 1 3, then the third one 3 7s are 21 minus 12. So like that if you expand this you will get all the 9 elements. Then you have to again simplify, you will get the answer as 1 minus 3 and then 9, then plus 1, then again plus 1, again minus 5, again minus 1, plus 1 and minus 1. Then you have to transpose this matrix, you will get the adjoint. So the adjoint is 1 1 minus 1 minus 3 1 3 and 9 minus 5 minus 1. So this is the adjoint of the given matrix A. The second sum is find the inverse of minus 2 4 1 and minus 3. So for that the first step is we have to find the determinant of A. Here the determinant of A is 6 minus 4, which is 2. So which is not equal to 0, therefore A inverse is exists. Then the second step is we have to find the adjoint of A. So you will get the adjoint of A straight away by simply transposing the leading diagonal minus 3 minus 2, and you transpose the and you change the sign of this second diagonal, you will get adjoint of A, that is minus 3 minus 4 minus 1 minus 2. Then to find the A inverse we have the formula 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. So the determinant value is 2, so 1 by 2 into minus 3 minus 4 minus 1 minus 2, which is the answer, that is A inverse. Next the third sum is find the A inverse if adjoint of A is given. If adjoint of A is given we have the formula. So before that you have to find the adjoint of A. Determinant of adjoint of A is 2 into 36 minus 18, which gives 36. Then the formula is A inverse is equal to plus or minus 1 by root of determinant of adjoint of A into adjoint of A. So the adjoint of A is 36, so plus or minus 1 by root 36 into the matrix, that is the given matrix adjoint of A. So if you take the root of 36, you will get the answer as 6. So which is the A inverse? So A inverse is equal to plus or minus 1 by 6 into 0 minus 2 0, 6 2 minus 6 minus 3 0 6. Next we are going to do the 3 mark sums. In the next sum we are going to find the rank using row reduction method. In this the matrix is named as A is equal to 3 minus 8 5 2, 2 minus 5 1 4, minus 1 2 3 minus 2. So this is of the order 3 by 4 matrix. So the rank may be 3 or less than 3. So first we are going to bring this to the row reduction, that is row echelon form. The first elementary transformation is row 1 interchanged to row 3. So row 1 comes down, row 3 goes to the row 1. So we interchange those two. Then the second transformation is R2 implies R2 plus 2 times R1, because I'm going to make this term as 0. So I'm going to multiply the first row with 2. If I multiply this with 2, I'll get minus 2, 2 into 2 4, 3 into 2 6, minus 2 into 2 minus 8. Then write the second row as it is, 2 minus 5 1 4. If you simplify, you'll get 0 minus 1 7 and minus 4. So I'm going to write this second row as 0 minus 1 7 and minus 4. Then again I'm going to make the third row first element as 0. For that I'm going to transform R3 as R3 plus 3 times R1. So I'm going to multiply this R1 with plus 3. I'll get minus 3. 3 into 2 6. 3 into 3 gives 9. 3 into minus 2 gives minus 6. Write the third row as it is, 3 minus 8 5 2. If you simplify this, you will get 0 minus 2 14 and minus 4. 0 minus 2 14 and minus 4. Next I have to make this term as 0. For that I have to look at the second row, second element. So to make this element as 0, I have to transform this transformation R3 as R3 plus 2 times R2. So R2 should be multiplied with minus 2, then only it becomes plus 2, then only it gets 0. So I am going to multiply the second row with minus 2, it gives 0, minus 2 into minus 1 plus 2, minus 2 into this minus 14, minus 2 into minus 8, minus 4 plus 8, 0, minus 2, 14 and minus 4. If you simplify this, you will get 0, 0, 0 and 4. So the last row becomes 0, 0, 0, 4. The second row is 0, minus 1, 7, minus 4. The first row is minus 1, 2, 3, minus 2. So with this, the echelon form, we are at the echelon form. Here the number of non-zero rows is 3. The number of non-zero rows is 3. Therefore, rank of A is equal to 3. So this is the way of finding the rank using the reduction method. The next one is solve the system of linear equation by matrix inversion method. In this, the first sum is 2x plus 5y is equal to minus 2 and x plus 2y is equal to minus 3. First we have to write the given system of equation in Ax is equal to B form. That is, A is the coefficient of two equations, that is 2, 5, 1, 2. Then the variable xy should be taken as capital X and the right side value is minus 2 and minus 3 should be taken as B. To find the x, the formula is A inverse into B. First I have to find the inverse of this matrix A. For that, the first step is we have to find the determinant of A. that is 4 minus 5 gives minus 1, which is not equal to 0. Therefore A inverse exists. So the formula to find the A inverse is 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. So 1 by minus 1, the adjoint of A is 2 minus 5 minus 1 2. So you will get the A inverse as minus 2 5 1 and minus 2. To find the value of x, we have to multiply the A inverse with B matrix. So the A inverse is minus 2 5 1 and minus 2. The B matrix is minus 2 and minus 3. If you multiply this, you will get the value of x and y. So now we are going to multiply ordinary multiplication. Here minus 2 into minus 2 gives plus 4 and 5 into minus 3 gives minus 15. Then 1 into minus 2 gives minus 2. Then minus 2 into minus 3 gives plus 6. If you simplify this, 4 minus 15 gives minus 11 and minus 2 plus 6 gives plus 4. So the value of x is minus 11 and y is plus 4. So this is the solution for the given system of linear equation using the matrix inversion method. Next sum is we have to solve this homogeneous equation. So this equation is called the homogeneous equation. Since all the equation has 0 in the right side, we call this equation as homogeneous equation. For homogeneous equation, we have only two roots. One is the trivial solution, the other one is non-trivial solution. Okay, let's move to this sum. First, you have to write the given system of equation as Ax equal to 0. That is, matrix A is the coefficient of variables and xy is z. Then the right side is 0 0 0. Then we have to find the use the augmented matrix A and 0. A and O matrix, that is 2 3 minus 1 1 minus 1 minus 2 3 1 3 0 0 0. Now we have to bring this to the echelon form. For that, the first step is I'm going to interchange the R1 with the R2. So you will get 1 minus 1 minus 2 as the first row. The second row is 2 3 minus 1. Next I'm going to make the second row first number as 0. For that I have to do the elementary transformation. R2 implies R2 minus 2 times R1. If I use this elementary transformation, I'll get 0 5 3 as the second row. Then I'm going to make the third row first element as 0, that is 3. So for that, the elementary transformation is R3 implies R3 minus 3 times R1. So if you simplify this, you will get 0 4 9 as the third row. Then to make the third row second element as 0, that is 4, third row second element 4 should be made as 0. For that I have to look at the second row second column 5. So the transformation here is R3 implies 5 times R3 minus 4 times R1. Then only the last element 4 becomes 0. So if you simplify this, you will get 0 0 and 33 as the third row. Now this is in the echelon form. Now if you look at this, the rank of A and the rank of A slash 0, that is augmented matrix, both are 3, so which is equal to the number of unknowns. Therefore we get the unique solution, that is called as the trivial solution. The trivial solution is x equal to 0, y equal to 0 and z equal to 0. Okay students, I hope you are all clear with the instructions given to you, and write the exam honestly and submit it. Thank you and all the best to all of you.